Eat. Alright. Hopefully this isn't a bad camera angle. I can't tell because I'm not looking at the screen. Actually, let me flip this. Can I flip this? Can I flip this? I can't flip this. Alright. Anyways. Hey YouTube. So, Mr. O here. Gonna just do a quick review. It's been a little bit. Christmas kind of went through. Was busy with that. Took a little bit of a break. Finished up my schooling. So, WGU. I passed my first class. Realistically, it took me 2.5 to 2.5 weeks to do. And then I pushed it off for a couple days so I could, because I had an issue where you have to have a place to actually do the test, to take the test, because it's proctored and they have to make sure no one's in the room with you, make sure no one's helping you cheat. So my work let me do that. Word of warning, make sure you have a driver's license valid, a valid driver's license or a valid photo ID government issue. They won't let you take the test if you don't. My paper ID, because we moved from California to New Hampshire, my paper ID was expired by 4 days because I didn't get my ID in the mail. But 4 days and they wouldn't let me take the test. So it took me another week and a half to get my ID because I had to sort out where the hell my ID was. Once I was able to do that, I was able to take the test, passed it. It was pretty straightforward actually. You sit on the phone with or sit on Skype or whatever. It's a go-to meeting actually. You sit on go-to meeting. They have you move the camera around to scan the whole room, make sure there's no one there. And then they start the test for you. They screen monitor you the whole time. They have the camera going the whole time. And the way that they activate the test is you have to give permission for them to control your computer. They type in the code and then click start and then you go from there. Took me about 20 minutes. That was the principles of management class. It's pretty easy. They give you an hour and a half, but if you know the answers, or if you're just kind of like me, half the time I was like, I think that's it, and just chose it and just went next because I wasn't 100% sure. It worked out. But so far the course has been easy. That class specifically is something that seems like they've kind of built up. So they have an instructor, all the course and class material. Gotta go get my kid's bottle, cup. There you go, bud. That is slimy as hell. Anyways, sorry for a bad camera angle. Took me... Yeah. Stop squishing stuff and eat it. Eat it. But yeah, that first course was all in WGU's website. This next course I'm taking, it seems like, unless I'm doing something wrong, it's all through U-Certify. The videos, the course, everything. So far it's going really well. It's nice because you can go much quicker than my previous college or any other normal college for that matter. My goal actually is in the 6 months I should be done 34 units. So you can kind of do these things, do it really quick and get a lot done. Don't really have much more of an update. Other than the big thing is just make sure you have some kind of ID before you start, do all this. Legal, I guess not legal. Some kind of, well, it have to be legal. It have to be some kind of legal photo ID. Make sure it's valid, not expired, even by a day. Or you can't take the test. And just study as hard as you can. Most of the content's pretty easy for the first course. You say hi to YouTube? Say hello.
Hi.
Yeah, I don't have too much more to say about it. It's going really well. WGU is fantastic. I took probably a half a week off to a week off for the holidays, and getting back to it. Spent the last couple days studying. You got to keep studying for the next 2 weeks, and I should be finishing up one of my Project Plus, as long as all of it makes sense. You gotta eat your beans. But if you guys have any specific questions, I did get one the other day, which was pretty cool. But if you have specific questions about my experience so far, or anything about the experience from enrollment up through finishing a first course, please go ahead and ask down in the comments. I try to make sure I respond at least once or twice a week. Doesn't sound too fantastic, but I switch between accounts, and sometimes I don't get the notifications on this one. But, yeah. WGU is fantastic so far. My child's crazy. And, yeah. Go ahead and ask some stuff in the comments below. WGU is fantastic. See you guys.